Hello. Are we live? We're live now. Oh, good start. How's it going, Charlie? Yeah, I've just been trying to find the time to do it. I think the last one was New Year's Day, possibly in the morning. But yeah, I've been playing football on Saturdays and Sundays and university and stuff, so today's been my first Saturday not playing football for a little while, so I thought I'd come on. And also everyone else streams now as well. You got Ross on a Friday, Mark and Dave on a Mark on a Saturday, Dave on a Friday and Sunday, so it's difficult to find the time and not interfere. I don't want to stream at the same time as other people. So I don't think we'll get too many viewers, just because I don't stream that often. But we'll see. Kieran, how's it going? Good afternoon. Liam Bantic 2. Is there a Liam Bantic 1? Who knows? How's it going? Yeah, I'd probably need to update all my streaming stuff, to be fair. My banner at the top and that. This is the first stream I've done since, well, I say 1,000 subs, probably the first stream I've done since like 500 subs, but okay, Charlie, yeah, eat your lunch and we'll have a game. I was going to do best of 3 just because I don't think we'll get many people come on and play, but we'll stick to best of 1. Or first 2, 1, I guess. I'm trying to get used to playing again because I went away for a few days. I haven't actually thrown a dart for, well, apart from yesterday, I haven't thrown a dart for like 4 days. Ryan, how's it going? Osty, hello, hello. We've already got more people here than I expected, so we're doing alright. You'll notice I'm wearing an arm sleeve. I've been having some elbow problems, so I'm hoping this will help me out. The only problem is I have really long and skinny arms, and the arm sleeves aren't really made for people with long and skinny arms. Sure, doing alright so far. Ugh. So, I don't know if you can see, but the sleeve comes all the way up to here, but it's quite tight, and up here it's like really loose because I don't have biceps. Practice mocks in July. It's so weird, like, obviously I'm about to finish university, so it'll be like my last ever piece of education, but I've been in education like post school for ages, and we always finish in like May, so it's really weird to think like if I was back at school you wouldn't finish until July, like 2 months later. Sean, how's it going? Can't stay, unfortunately, just saying hi. Hello. Thanks for coming in, just saying hi. Practice mocks are not too much of a big deal. Obviously, Oster, I don't know what year group you're in, but obviously you'll have your GCSEs coming up in a year or 2. I've always said GCSEs don't mean anything apart from it's your pass to get into college. Or sixth form. I chose college because it's a bit more one subject. My sister had her last full day of secondary school. Year 10, nearly year 11. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, mocks are really weird because they make you do them in like July when you're in year 10, then you do them again in January, which is, I think, strange. what I found, so my GCSEs were in 2014 during the World Cup, and we had a thing called study leave where you had to basically leave school because they can't really teach you much else. So they basically make you leave school and you can go away and revise. Most of my time was spent on Xbox or watching the World Cup. Famously, I got a D in my engineering exam because I turned up. I left my house 15 minutes before the exam. Oh, Charlie's in. I left my house 15 minutes before the exam, didn't bring a ruler or a protractor, which we needed, and just answered the questions that required writing, and I still got a D, so I must have done well on just those writing questions. Buzzing for your darts, go right up my street. Yeah, I can't wait to be fair. I was hoping, I was going to order them in advance, so like obviously the deadline's next week, and I was going to order them yesterday. Not that a week will make much difference when they take like 2 months, 3 months to make, but I'm going to give Charlie the throw. But yeah, I just wanted them ordered, but then the problem is like some people haven't paid. I don't want to order extra sets because I really can't afford any extra sets at the minute. So I'm literally going to have like my 3 sets, I think, and then obviously everything that everyone else buys, I'm not going to have any spares. Once I find a full-time job, which hopefully coming soon, I'll be able to just buy a set when I want to, even if it's at a slightly higher price. So I think it was $37.50 for one individual set, and then it was $32.50 for 10 plus. So the £36 is like for Zach to ship the darts to me, and for me to ship them back out, plus the extra fees that go to Zach as well. 24 from Charlie. Not a great start. I don't think I've ever played Charlie. Ugh. 41. Oh, that's why. My parents are outside and my dog's barking because he's not with them. He's a very emotionally attached dog. $140. Silver points as well. Probably can't see them. No, because it's a silhouette. Of course you can't. Got silver points in. Still doing okay with the silver points. I don't have many fallouts. The mission points are actually really nice. Like the reason I bought the mission silver points is because when I reviewed them at Edgar's, I barely had any fallouts, and the mission, I think they use mission points with those. Oh dear, classic. You just knew it was going to happen as well, didn't you? You just knew it was going to happen as soon as I started talking about fallouts. As soon as I started talking about fallouts, it happened. To be fair, I did throw that quite lightly. I sort of like, ugh. Really light throw. $85. I don't know why I went for 25 there. It wouldn't have made much difference. So what's everyone been doing today, or what are they doing this evening or this afternoon after this? I'm not going to be streaming for too long, probably like an hour, just to kick things off. Oh, I've got to stay straight there. What's that leave me with? Oh dear, 28. Didn't even get to a finish. Didn't even get to a finish. Big 96 from Charlie. 100. Yeah, I think I've had, for my darts, I've had 14 people actually say they're going to pay for them. Two people who are interested but can't pay yet, and then 2 for me. So let's say like 18 people. Oh, 37, 57, 62. Yes. I was quite lucky this week because I didn't have a GDL game as well. That's my let me get this up real quick. There we go. That's better. What the thing popped out now. 20 in one. Oh, 22 dart leg. Thanks for the game, Charlie. I think that's the first time we've played each other. I can't quite remember. It's been so long since I live streamed. I know I haven't done many streams playing against people, but it was a close one. Is it an MPQ board? It is indeed. In fact, my MPQ board arrived on exactly the same day the darts referee's MPQ boards arrived. He made a video on them, and I thought, well, there's not much point in me doing it now. He did say to me, make the video anyway and put it out before him, but my turnaround time is very slow. And I didn't specifically order them for a video, I needed them anyway, so I didn't need them, but I wanted a new board, and I thought paying for the MPQ boards would be more worth it. Cheers, Charlie. We'll hopefully play again soon in another live stream if I'm doing it again. $41. Issues with this troll? Yes. They made that video, and then I went on the video and commented on it, and then they came and commented on one of mine, and after that I didn't see a lot, but I'd say it's probably just some kid that thinks it's funny, but it's not. Like I say, they'll grow up and realise how stupid it is. Captain Benji. Yeah, see you Friday, I forgot to mention that. Going to the Premier League playoffs on Friday with Ben, who's in the chat, who's a mate from darts in school, Mark, also known as Love Darts, and then Ross from Clash of Tungsten, Zach, Mr. Designer Thornton Darts. Ugh, 41. Osty Van Ostimanti. Is that name ever going to change? Is it going to go back to something else? Oh, it's so many 140s. Andrew Stocks. I was trying to figure out if that was a troll name or not, but obviously not. I'm going to give Andrew a throw. Doesn't sound rude. I don't think it's a rude name. I don't think about stuff like that. I haven't even seen the name in the chat, so. Why couldn't you join 5 minutes ago when I was hitting 140s? I might actually zoom my board out a bit more, if possible. Is that possible? I guess it is, isn't it? There we go, we'll just do a bit of that. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? I think. I know it's further away, but I think it just looks a bit cleaner. There we go. $100. Don't like the dark theme. Yeah, I prefer the dark theme. I think it's not as like harsh on your eyes. Some, especially like on my, because I obviously use my computer screen and it's like quite big. So if I stare at it and it's really bright, sometimes it affects my vision a bit because my eyes are quite sensitive to light. Which is another reason why I have yeah, like, especially like proper bright lights. If my monitor's turned up all the way. Dog says the vets seem to be making weird noises. Taking there, see if the vets know what the problem is. Hopefully everything's okay. We had our dog of like 14 years put down last month before. But she was getting on. I'll say 14 years for a border collie's quite old. 140. Look at these darts. Consistency of chunky pickle. Alright. Oh, keep them straight. 43. Oh, put me off there. She shouted at me. Normal theme is white. It's a bit bright. Yeah, I know there's a pink theme as well, isn't there? There's quite a few themes. Nakka's changed quite a lot actually recently. When you play webcam mode, the webcam expands for the whole screen, which is actually quite nice. 55. What else have they changed? You can look at the stats now without like cutting out the call to your opponent, which again is quite nice. I was playing someone the other week and I brought up the stats and I played really badly, or what I thought was really badly. And I opened up the stats and go, well, that was shit. Thinking that my opponent couldn't hear me and he could. So that was quite funny. Oh, shocking. Oh dear. Ow. You streaming on another platform? No, it shouldn't be. The tweet that went out was like, whenever you share your tweet through Streamlabs, well played Andrew, 21 darts, and I messed it up the last 2 visits. The Streamlabs tweet out their own sort of thing to their own platform. But I'm literally only streaming on YouTube. I would stream to like Facebook and stuff, but it's just a bit of a hassle. And also Facebook isn't like, I don't know, it's all linked to my main account and I don't really want that. I don't want to spam all my like friends with page notifications and stuff. Should probably exit the game. I keep forgetting to do that. I'd have checked out that 115 as well, I can tell you. I know it's happening. I'm going to do it now, you watch. Oh, so close. I'll give you a game, but I had a bum hand for a few days, resting up before a tourney tomorrow. How did you manage to do that? I haven't actually played any, like, obviously I've played GDL, but I haven't played any like day tournaments. I think playing a day tournament would be really good to get me used to playing for a long period of time, because obviously tournaments that you go to in person last one day, and obviously with my elbow at the moment, I don't think I'd be able to throw for a whole day. I mean, I'd probably get knocked out in the first round anyway, so it wouldn't make much difference, but rewind. What about rewind? What's happening in rewind? Probably need to change my flights over after the stream. They get a bit battered. Don't know if you probably can't see them. So helping my neighbour with something in his garden, he knocked some bricks over onto my hand. Oh jeez. That's why I don't do any DIY stuff. That's what I get. I'm probably one of, out of all my mates that I like speak to regularly, I'm one of very few people that just spend a lot of time at a desk. Now, obviously, I'm still looking for a full-time job. My full-time job would entail being at a desk for a long time. Like, a lot of my mates are sort of like electricians, plumbers, bricklayers, like roadworks people. Because obviously, I guess you get a lot of that in football teams, I suppose. But they always say like, "Oh, all you do is like sit at a desk all day." I tell you what, sitting at a desk all day is awful. Rewind and see if you take out the 115. All right. Like my back, the last like month or two especially, my back's been awful since we've been sort of back in lockdown. It's probably is also the way I sit, but my like just sitting down all day isn't good for you. Oh, I was way off the double. But yeah, I try to avoid DIY work because I'm clumsy as hell and I'll probably mess something up. I actually put this dartboard on the wall up here and it hasn't fallen down yet, which is a good thing. I've done well there. And I've done it out a pond in my garden as well. My back hurts as well sometimes. I don't turn out like my grandpa. Yeah, my back isn't like terrible. It just feels tight sometimes. So that's the main issue. But I have been told by my doctor, like, especially a few years ago when I was playing football like 4 days a week, they were like, "Yeah, you need to stop playing so much." And they were like, "Do you go to the gym or anything?" I was like, "No." I said, "Yeah, like if you want to be playing football 4 times a day or 4 times a week, you've really got to be like going to the gym and keeping your fitness up." They said, like, you are a fit person, but in terms of like my flexibility and my muscles' capacity to work quite a lot, it's not there. So they said I could do like a lot of exercise, but it has to be like one burst, so to speak, so like one game of football. So I'm trying to focus on. I'm starting to focus playing on Saturdays now, and then hopefully on Sundays we can find some new players, and I won't be playing as much. Like, I'll still play like as a sub, but I really want to focus on my coaching now as well. So I've got to do. I've done sort of the first step, which is like a quiz, basically, like a little course, and you learn like the ethos of coaching, I guess, like giving everyone a chance and how to adapt things to make things harder or easier, be more inclusive, bits like that. Sort of basic emergency stuff, so like recovery position, CPR, head trauma, stuff like that, like concussion protocols and bits like that. So I'm now going to take the step in the summer to do my first level coaching, which is an online course now rather than in person, which is really nice. And then I'm going to do my Football Association level 1 first aid as well, because you have to do that as well. My back usually hurts when I wake up. I woke up this morning and didn't feel anything whatsoever. Oh, okay, that's positive, I guess. My back, like in the mornings, I'm fine. It's like after I've sat down for a while. I don't think starting to play darts again has helped. Jeez. Especially over lockdowns and stuff. Like obviously started playing again just over a year ago. Well, a year and a half ago, basically. And I probably didn't envisage I was going to play darts as much as I have. Still terrible mind, but it was quite funny yesterday on Ross's stream. He was saying I was probably one of the best like YouTube players, but I think a lot of people think I'm better than I am, just because I don't post a lot of like I'm consistent. Like I see loads of people say they average like 50, then average 70, and it like happens all the time. Like they'll have like say they play 10 games a week, they'll have like 3 games where they average 70, 3 games they average 50, and then 4 where they average 60. So I'm always like maybe a 58 if I'm on a bad day, 70 if I'm on a good day, but that's very rare. And then like I'm normally like a 63. Like I know my average on Nakka says 59, but obviously you've got to take into account all the games I played when I was like a 45 average last year. I think I've probably played like, in terms of competitive online darts, I've probably played about 6 or 7 matches where I've averaged 70 plus, and then maybe like another 3 or 4 where I've averaged like high 60s. And that's nothing, because I've probably played another like 40 games where I've averaged 60 or just over or just under. So it is hard. Like I feel like I've plateaued a bit. I don't know. Like my doubles have improved. So like I feel like my doubles now are on a level with my scoring. So now I've just got to try and step everything up. So what happened was I got really good at scoring, but my doubles weren't great. And then my doubles are okay now with my scoring and how we're sort of level, but I can't seem to push either one up. Like when I'm hitting doubles first time every time, I'm still only averaging 70. If you're checking out everything in one dart, then your scoring is what your baseline is for your average, basically. I played a game a couple of weeks ago, and my first 9 average was 90, which is pretty good. But I just couldn't capitalise on it. My overall average was still like 66 or 67. $75. So I'm going to give you some checkouts to aim for, or jump in for a game. Channel 3 on Nakka, code 5SE. Yeah, I can't wait to get these darts and get them out to people. I think like once they're the only thing I'm hoping from my custom darts is I really hope the grip is super similar to what these are. Now Zach's a really good designer, so I'm not gonna say they're not gonna be the same, but I'm so happy with the grip on these darts. It's just I needed to change the dimensions slightly. Now the original plan was to go wider and keep the same sort of length. So these are 48.2mm by 6.2, I was going to go 48mm by 6.4, but since I contacted Zach about customs, I've actually got used to playing with thinner darts, and I actually really like it, so I wanted to go back to 6.2, but Zach said the problem is I'd have to add length because obviously at the back the grip's different and there's a shorter smooth section, so because you're cutting more out of the dart, you're taking more weight down, so I can't have the exact same dimensions. So I put a 0.5 on the width, so it's 6.25, and then Zach said I'd probably have to go up to 50mm if I still wanted it to be front weighted, because obviously he's got to drill out so far in the back to make the front weightedness. But he said the difference in 2mm when you're front weighted isn't a lot. He said with these darts, if I had a dart that was the exact same balance point, which is slightly behind centre, well, not for me because I've got a short barrel, but short stem. But he said because my darts are front weighted, they'll still go in similar, whereas with these I struggle to sometimes get them to stand up as much as I want to because they are slightly back heavy. $59. I really wish I could have scheduled this stream, because I feel like I'd have got more viewers, but oh well. Well, that first dart there is sat down quite low, so I think my ideal sort of sitting up position is like there, like not too. I don't like my darts to be like up like that, especially as I have an issue with dropping darts low. So I don't mind them being slightly flat, but I don't want them to be perfectly flat. Like that there is fine, because I've still got that option of going to the side, and I still feel like I can put them in over the top without deflecting. This flight really is bad now. Definitely changing it after the stream. Can't hit a treble. Lots going on outside today. Oh, how many times? Also, I feel like if I stream more regularly, people will know when I'm streaming. Like every Friday in the evening, I'm like, oh, I know Ross is streaming. Every Saturday evening, I know Mark's streaming. Every Sunday and Friday, I know Dave's streaming. So it's although Dynamite Dave streams, I find hard to like stab myself. I find it hard to stay engaged because the chat they're not all the same people. Like I feel like in Mark and Ross's stream they're the same, but Dave's stream are a bit more like asking Dave questions about darts and bits like that, which is it's fine because obviously Dave's a coach in that, but I feel like the interaction between people in the chat is better in Ross and Mark's stream than Dave, who is more a presenter to chat type of feel. Like someone will come in and say, "Hi Dave, I saw this video today from you and I done this and it really worked, thank you very much," and then it'll be like, "Oh, did you do this and this and whatever." There's not much like person to person chat, not as much anyway. It does happen. in this stream there's barely no chat because there's no viewers, because I don't stream that often. I think maybe during the summer Saturday afternoon might become my time slot. Maybe not so early, maybe more like 4 PM possibly. Just because like, I don't have football during the summer, but then the issue is like once I stop streaming, when I start playing again, I'd have to find a new day. Obviously Neil streams on Wednesdays, his soft tip stuff. That's how it's doing during the week is going to be hard because, well, maybe not so much because I want to get on the board obviously once I start work. So the job I'm going for and I've got an interview for, so I've been sort of moved on to the next process because I went through an agency. My next process is actually with the place I'm going to work, but my hours are like 8:30 till 5, which isn't terrible, but then obviously you want to get home, you want to eat, you just want to chill out for a bit, you don't want to jump on a live stream straight away, so then you're looking at sort of 7, 8 o'clock, potentially later, to start streaming. So I don't know, we'll have to figure it out. Oh. Right, play some 1-2-1. Oh, someone's jumping in. The Sheriff 180. It already has the throw. The Sheriff. Who is the Sheriff? There must be people watching the stream who I just don't chat, which is fine. I believe in the gaming world they're called lurkers. They lurk in the stream and watch and they don't chat, which is absolutely fine. I do the same thing myself. I'll normally be really involved at the start and then towards the end of the stream I'll just sort of stop because let other people chat. Oh, you're joking. 140. Look at that. We've been away for so long, my keyboard is disconnected from the Bluetooth. There we go. It's been a 140 machine today. Not had anyone ask me if I've hit a 9 dart today. That's normally like a thing that happens in every stream. I think everyone's sort of figured out now that we're not actually that good. We don't hit 9 darters too often. Or ever, in my case. $45. Just can't wait to get out and play. I don't know of any places around here that are allowing people to play darts. I don't even think the sports bar close to us is allowing darts at the minute. I mean, they are mainly a snooker club, but they do have a dedicated darts area. $100. I started double getting like this, didn't I? I've done like 100, 140 and a 41 in between. Keep them straight, man. 26. I'm really bad at doing that. I put myself under pressure trying to hit a straight 60 when it leaves me a finish. Oh, you prick. Done it again. $62. Oh. Oh dear, oh dear. 24. Tops. Oh, he's missed both of them. Shocking. 20. I thought I'd try and do something entertaining for the stream or for the clips which might come out of it. I'll probably lose because of that. Into. Thank you for the game, Mr. Sheriff. I hit double top there because I was trying to avoid hitting the 60, and I have a really bad habit of when I have 60 to check out, I always go too high and always land like flat plumb in the tops. $140. You should try the Dynamite Day throw. You look like you do most components. I'm not gonna lie. I don't. The idea behind Dynamite Dave's throw is correct. I don't like the way he throws though, because he throws. I'm left right, so I don't think eye dominance is a big thing, but I think it does help. Now I'm left eye dominant, and the way Dynamite Dave throws is he like throws. He turns his head like that because he says if you turn your head, you don't have to worry about going into your eye or like bringing it under your chin and twisting it, whatever. So he has his head like there, moves his eye across, and he sort of throws like that. And for me, being left eye dominant, if my head's over there, my left eye is looking there, and that's nowhere near the board. Like if I go straight, where's the bullseye? If I go to the bullseye where my hand is and move out, that's where my left eye is looking, like that wide. That's why I don't necessarily think Dave's throw will work for me. I am consistent with my throw. Like I keep everything the same every throw. It's just there's the little micro bits that will change it. So sometimes my follow through, like my rhythm's really good. Like if you time the time between all of my throws, it'll be pretty much exactly the same. Unless obviously I've like switched or whatever. I think my throw, that's where I've plateaued. I think obviously I've been stuck on the averages I'm on now for a few months after some rapid improvement. So my increase in ability is going to be minimal at best, but if I could have someone look at my technique and just tweak like the tiny little bits, I might get somewhere. But I'm not sure if the Dynamite Dave throw is for me. Like I said, I believe in the concept of the throw. Like obviously, if you have a machine, if I set up a robot to throw mathematically at the treble 20 every time, release at the same time, release at the same speed, at the same height, more than likely your darts will always go in the treble 20, especially if it's mechanical, like a machine. But it's a lot harder to do that than you think. And my throw is consistent. It's just the little micro bits which go wrong, which most of the time I think is the release point. I'd rather have someone like, obviously I don't know how Dave coaches, but I think Dave's, what is exclamation point dartboard? If you want to know what dartboard I use, it's a Red Dragon MPQ board. If that's what you're trying to figure out. I don't have commands set up on my thing. But yeah, I'm not sure 100% of the way that Dave coaches. But I don't know, I feel like his coaching wouldn't benefit me as much as someone like Wayne Mardle, I guess. Now, obviously, Wayne Mardle was very expensive, but I feel like he has the tools to sort of more micromanage my throw compared to Dave. Because if you look at my throw in person, you're probably not going to pick out a lot from it. Whereas if you do the super slow-mo stuff and figure out my exact grip point and where my dart's released from, you're probably going to get a better result. Oh, he's done it again. Genuinely, I'm not even like thinking about the 180, I'm just chucking. And that's the worst thing. Test me balance by standing on one leg. There we go, look at that. Top chat. What's the difference between top chat and live? Oh, some messages such as potential spam may not be visible. Okay. But yeah, if I throw like Dynamite Dave, he's like this. I think. I'll have to watch that back. But that's how I see it, Dave throws. So it's more of a. There's not so much of a set, it's more. I'm going to start doing some impressions now. If I throw like Mark, also known as Love Darts, he's like very. His structure is very sort of always very solid. I don't know if he thinks a lot about his throw, but his throw seems very thought out. Like the way he throws seems like he is really trying to think about what he's doing. So he would be like up. Obviously his camera's the other way around sometimes, so it'd be hard to compare. He's up nice and slow and high. He does that little pull back and bob thing, which I really don't like. And he also brings it all the way back, like he does that. And I hate that. Obviously it works for him. But for me, I like being able to see, like I will stand, having a raised ocky would help because I can stand up against a raised ocky and do that. Whereas when I'm not against a raised ocky, I'll put my foot on the floor and like just lean and lean and lean and lean and lean, which is really annoying. But I'll pitch my darts from under my chin / cheek, because it's as close as I can get to my left eye without going in front of my face, which I don't want to do, because if I go in front of my face, if I do that, I'm swaying over to one, I'm doing that with my throw. I'm sort of doing that because my arm's trying to straighten out. So unless I move my head in, and my elbow across, and I'm like that, I can't speak properly. It's a nightmare. Who else do we throw like Ross? We're trying to throw like Ross. Now he releases from like up here, next to his eye, and he does like a little twisty thing, doesn't he? So he's like, he was just sort of standing, he's sort of almost, he's not square on, but he stands a bit more, like I stand like, almost side on, but not quite. Ross sort of stands a bit more square on, and he's like, he does the whole like twist thing in his arm, and he throws like that. He doesn't do the bob back thing, but I'm trying to get the dart right. That's how Ross throws. That's what I see anyway. There's somebody at the door. I will be back in a sec. I'm going to have to leave it there. I think I've been streaming for about an hour, so it doesn't really matter too much. Doesn't actually say how long I've been live for. Let's expand this out. I've been live for 59 minutes. I mean, I've been away for 5 minutes, but thank you everyone for joining, playing against me. Hello, everyone from Turkey. I'm sorry you joined late. Keep an eye out for streams in the future, maybe next Saturday. Like I said, thank you everyone for coming, joining in, chatting, playing games. I'll see you hopefully soon. Bye bye.